not. It's not Mark Goddard. It's Greg Miller. Mark Goddard. I'll get him later. Greg Miller is going to be speaking on I Am Bringing in the Butcher. Abdullah the Butcher never wrestled in the WWF. Hulk Hogan did not defend his WWF World Heavyweight Championship in Madison Square Garden at the event held on November 26, 1984. What if he defended the title against Abdullah the Butcher that night? What if Greg Miller had managed Abdullah the Butcher that night? Oh my goodness.
Your time's up, Greg.
Hulk Hogan has been a great World Heavyweight Champion. Ever since he captured the World Heavyweight Championship from the Iron Sheik on January 24th, 1984, he has defeated some of the top contenders in the WWF, including Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, Dr. D. David Schultz, and Cowboy Bob Orton. But Hulk Hogan's World Heavyweight Championship reign will come to an end in Madison Square Garden on November 26, 1984, because I am bringing 360 pounds of black terror that goes by the name of Abdullah the Butcher. You heard me right. I am bringing Abdullah the Butcher into the WWF. Hailing from the Sudan, Abdullah the Butcher has traveled around the world, leaving a bevy of broken, battered, and bloody wrestlers in his wake. Abdullah the Butcher has torn apart Terry Funk. Loads. Abdullah the Butcher has bludgeoned Bruiser Brody until he was black and blue. And Abdullah the Butcher has squashed Andre the Giant until he was even smaller than General Tom Thumb. No manager before me has been able to bring Abdullah the Butcher into the WWF. Not Captain Lou Albano, not Fred Blassie, and not even the Grand Wizard of Wrestling, may God rest his soul. You might be wondering why I was able to do it. Hulk Hogan is a great wrestler with his fancy dance suplexes and his ability to execute a step-over toe hold. But Abdullah the Butcher knows nothing about wrestling. Actually, Abdullah the Butcher knows nothing about anything. Except, there is one thing that Abdullah the Butcher does know about. Abdullah the Butcher knows more about this one thing than anybody else on God's green earth. That one thing is the ability to inflict pain. I have influence over the WWF Championship Committee. They owe me money, they owe me cars, and they owe me women. I am cashing in all of my chips for just one concession. That one concession is the ideal stipulation for the world title match. Abdullah the Butcher has been granted a no time limit, no disqualification match against Hulk Hogan. That way, Abdullah the Butcher will be able to inflict pain on Hulk Hogan all night long. And Abdullah the Butcher is going to beat on Hulk Hogan like he was an unwanted stepchild. Now, I am very unctuous when I tell you that I have never, ever interfered in a wrestling match. However, what if my hand were to accidentally slip and I might grab Hulk Hogan's ankle, causing him to trip? That would be all right. because it's a non-disqualification match. And what if I found myself on the ring apron holding a chair, and I lost my balance, the chair just smashed across Hulk Hogan's head? That would be all right, because it's a non-disqualification match. And if Abdullah the Butcher decided to reach into his trunks and grab a foreign object and carve Hulk Hogan's forehead like it was a Thanksgiving turkey, then that would be all right, because it's a non-disqualification match. When Hulk Hogan's face turns into a crimson mask, I will take a picture of it with my Polaroid and mail it home to his mama, special delivery. Hulk Hogan's world title reign will come to an end in Madison Square Garden on November 26, 1984. So you can take your Hulkamania t-shirt and throw it into the trash heap of history along with your Win with Walter Mondale bumper sticker. Abdullah the Butcher will hold the WWF World Heavyweight Championship for as long as he wants, because there is not a single wrestler alive who is able to pin him or force him to submit. It will be a cold day on the banks of the Nile River before anyone will be able to defeat Abdullah the Butcher. Abdullah the Butcher has been called many things. He has been called the madman from the Sudan, the killer from Khartoum, the master of mayhem, the prince of punishment. But come November 26, 1984, people are going to call Abdullah the Butcher one more thing, and that is champ.